From farm wife to freelance copywriter life, here's my journey to $250K in 12 months. In 2018, I was a stay-at-home farm wife trying to recover from a failed business. I really wanted to find a way to make money from home so I wouldn't have to go out and get a real job where I had to commute back and forth for hours every day, and one that kept me tied to someone else's schedule and business. And right then, we just really needed it. We'd just lost 80% of our income in a failed business, and things were tight. The worst part was we'd just pulled our kids out of school to homeschool them. If I had to go out and work outside the home, we wouldn't be able to do that. And not only was I tired of feeling trapped all the time and worrying about paying the bills, I had other dreams too. I wanted to be able to earn a full-time income that allowed us to pay our kids' college tuition without batting an eye and go on vacations. I wanted to take our kids to have unique and exciting experiences and see different places. Plus, I'm pretty independent. I wanted to be able to work where I wanted, when I wanted. And I decided that I'd try to become a social media manager. Something you should know about me is that when I decide to go all in on something, I go all in. So in my brain, I felt like I should say yes to everything my clients asked me to do. So not only was I managing their social media accounts, I was taking on any and all services they asked for. Video editing, funnels, Facebook ads, copywriting, graphics. And aren't we moms so good at that? We put ourselves last and we sacrifice and we do what it takes to make things happen for our families. I wouldn't trade that time as a social media manager for anything because I learned a lot, but I also wouldn't relive it. Because the truth is, I didn't just not like the services I was providing. I kind of sort of hated social media management, but I kept doing it because I was determined to make it work, and I was determined to change my family's financial future. But it felt like things just kept piling up. I was so busy doing all the things and offering so many services that I felt like I never got very good at any of them. I started to doubt whether I was cut out to be a business owner, and I felt like I was letting everyone down all the time. But I just kept going. To make matters worse, I was barely sleeping. I was working sometimes 20 hours a day, and that's not healthy by any stretch of the imagination. And it meant I barely had time to even think about what else I could do or how to get myself out of the hamster wheel I found myself in. Because I didn't think I had any other choice. I was so afraid to narrow down my services and tell my clients no, because I thought that it meant losing out on income. Then one Monday morning, everything changed. My husband found me sobbing on the floor in our bedroom in exhaustion and discouragement, questioning whether I even wanted my own business anymore. I let him pick me up off the floor, and for the first time, I told him how scared I was, how exhausted I was, and how I was not in love with the business I had built. I'd been juggling all the balls and balancing all the plates, just trying to make it work all by myself. I forgot that I had other people around me who wanted to help. And he helped. He helped me see that the very thing I'd been trying to avoid by not going out and getting a real job, becoming an absent, stressed out mama, was what I had actually created for myself. Yes, it was one of those, I hate it when you're right moments. He gave me a challenge. He challenged me to quit. He challenged me to quit doing all of the things and just dial in on my one thing. Choose one, he said. Choose the one thing you're best at that you love doing the most, and we'll figure it out. So I did it. I went all in and I chose copywriting. And you know what? It made all the difference. At first I was scared that our income was going to take a real hit. Wouldn't saying no mean we'd be making less money? But once I niched down into just copywriting, the opposite happened. I was able to grow my skills, stand out as an expert, and serve people at a higher level because I was doing less things. And when I could do that, I could raise my rates and work fewer hours while earning more. This was crazy to me because I used to think that being a writer didn't pay, that writers were just another form of starving artists. Not so. Freelance copywriters who can get results for their clients get paid well, really well. And clients started coming out of the woodwork. Suddenly, I was fully booked almost immediately, and by the second month, I had tripled our monthly income. So if you've been hanging out on the fence, putting off turning your love of words and writing into a freelance copywriting business, what are you waiting for? Climb off that fence and let's go, right? I went from doubting my abilities as a business owner to absolutely loving my business and not being able to keep up with the demand. And this is where things are going to get really good for you. Because I started trying to find a copywriter that I could hire to help me. The problem was, if I was going to hire help, I was going to have to train them on how to get the kind of results my clients expected. Even worse, my info was all stuck in my head. The only way around that problem, though, was through. I needed to get more organized and systematized in my business. So my first plan of action was to record, step by step, everything I was doing inside my business to get results, from research to writing copy. After that, I created written, video, and audio trainings. I made infographics and workbooks and action manuals. I gathered samples and swipe files and built frameworks and formulas. And I put together every resource, training, asset, and process I could think of that would help someone be able to get the same results I do inside my business. It was like a massive step-by-step blueprint. And I couldn't help but be amazed as I was putting it all together. Was this really me? A farm girl from Iowa who lived in the middle of cornfields and worked with janky Wi-Fi? It was crazy to me to think that I could do this. And I realized if I could do it, anyone could do it. And that's when it hit me. Anyone should be able to do it. And think how much easier it would be with this blueprint. Why create and share a blueprint only with my own team to grow my own business? Why not use these trainings to help other wordy mamas like me build freelance copy businesses that get results, land clients, and enable them to make money from anywhere too? And today that's just what I do. I help wordy mamas uncover their hidden talents, tap into their amazingly creative abilities, and create scalable businesses that change their families' lives without having to go through all the trial and error and ups and downs that I did. I dream about helping thousands and thousands of wordy mamas continue their love for their kids and their love of writing in a way that helps them earn money from anywhere without sacrificing their family or their freedom. So how do I know that this blueprint works? Because I've done it myself to the tune of over $1 million in revenue in the past 4 years. My students have done it too. In fact, it's kind of my superpower to help freelance copywriters generate 6 figures in income in the first 12 months with my frameworks and support. My copywriting business has enabled my family to have a level of financial security we've never had before. I was able to build my business while homeschooling my kids, and I never once had to miss one of their extracurricular events. I've got the bleacher butt to prove it. And we've been able to take them on vacations to the beach and to the mountains, to events, and give them amazing experiences. And this year, the past couple of years, my daughter's been in college, and we've been able to pay her tuition without even batting an eye. I've also been able to stop worrying about how we pay our bills. I don't work 18 to 20 hours anymore, and I get to handpick my clients. Here's the thing. When you know how to write to get results, you have an extremely marketable skill set clients will pay premium rates for. Today, I live a life I only dreamed about, and I accomplish things I never thought I would. All without hustling or grinding my face off, and without stealing time away from my husband and kids. I just feel so blessed that I discovered what becoming a freelance copywriter would make possible for me, and I can't help it. I'm obsessed with sharing it with other wordy mamas too. So what do you think? Are you a wordy mama? If so, subscribe to this channel and learn more about how to grow a freelance copywriting business. Welcome to my world.